What's going on, Aries? And welcome to my channel, Alchemist. Justin here, and I hope you're having an excellent week so far. I'm kind of feeling myself today, Aries. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back, Soul Tribe. I appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, and shares. Your support really is just the greatest, Aries. And it keeps us growing. And for those of you who are new, welcome. I'm happy Higher Self has brought you here. We're in for an amazing journey. Because it's General Energy Weekly Spread. Yeah, so something like that, Aries. But with this weekly spread, whenever you happen to come across this video, there may be some messages in here for you. And just so you're all aware, this is a general reading, not a one-to-one, so take what resonates with you. Leave the word salad with me, and never force a reading on the situation, okay? So with all that being said, there Mercury retrograde. That's why I'm always blaming it on that. Let's jump into it. All right, Aries, your space has been cleansed. Crystals, feeling lovely. Just great energy all around here, Aries. Fix that a little bit. Okay. Now, Aries, I'm going to pull a few oracle cards from this deck here, and then we will get some details with the tarot. But before we jump into this thing there, Aries, these readings that I do, they're not gender-specific readings, so apply these energies to people as they make sense for your situations, okay? And in case if y'all were curious, the decks that I'm working with, look at you, all this heat. I'll talk about getting to that in a second. But I've included links to them down in the description box below, so definitely check that out if you're interested. But also down below some links for some other readers that are like watching the area, so definitely check them out. There's a link for an astrologer. I'm thinking about adding another person. I just got a download the other day, and it's actually kind of really changed, really kind of broadened my perspective as far as like astrology. Things have been really fascinating. This last like almost 24 hours there, Aries. I've been very inspired, so check them out. Also, there's some links for some apps I like working with. I'm thinking about too including some links for some books. I just got to get all those together, like all two of them, but it's it's fine. But let's get into your first card here there, Aries, because I like this, because I feel like this is very much just fire energy at its Dell, you'll see why. Because this, you got the fire fairy here, there, Aries, and this is a card of creative action and optimism. And I feel that really does define your sign very well. Being the cardinal fire sign, you are the like the spark to the fire. You are the one that brings in that air of spring. That gives people that optimism, that hope that there are brighter days ahead, that motivational type of energy. And I feel with this, Aries, that this is kind of asking you to, one, in the face of your challenges, in a sense, to kind of allow yourself to come up with these sort of creative actions in order to deal with this stuff, because you are in a very creative, inspired, and optimistic sign, with your ruler being in Sagittarius until the beginning of next year. This is a time for you to grow and expand creatively, to almost embrace this full energy of kind of seizing the day there, Aries, and seeing the optimism in the choices, that in the doors that open for you, and I feel like just having this sense of curiosity and really kind of thinking on a broader scale here, because I like this placement for Mars being in Sagittarius. Our energy, our drive is geared towards the state of adventure, the state of learning something new, in a sense. So I feel this fire fairies, again, just it's giving me like your type of energy, like your court card, the Queen of Wands for me. But let's get some tarot on this, Aries, and get some details with this action here. Because I feel Aries too is one that it's very passionate and very prolific type of energy as well. I feel you're not afraid to start up something there, Aries. But yeah, let me get the rest of this tarot here. Aries, let's see what's going on here. And I dig this though, because you have the Four of Cups, the Six of that's very interesting. The Six of Pentacles or Six of Discs, the Hermit and the Moon card here, Virgo and Pisces, and that's interesting. Just thinking about with Virgo and Pisces, they are opposite signs of the zodiac. There's opposing energies here. And I feel that this is you, Aries, with that creative action. Pisces deals with that spirituality type of energy, and Virgo deals with the day to day, the routine, the material type of energy. So it's like, how do we take that fantastical energy, that creative potential that you have, and incorporate it in the kind of mundane day to day type of stuff there, Aries? Because the Four of Cups can be this bored, almost like apathetic type of energy, not feeling, I don't know, not feeling moved by anything, not feeling guided, just sort of things feeling meh. And I feel that this energy is inviting you to light a fire, and in that, because I feel this fire fairy could even get this energy where you're taking the optimism is spreading that around in a sense. Because I like that you got two energies here with the moon and the hermit here. The hermit's got this lantern that's hiding the sunlight here, and this scarab is bringing this sunlight to the gates. It's like you coming out of this reflective type of energy here. Well, first it's tapping within with the hermit here, finding that creative space within you, channeling that energy, and then I feel like presenting that to the universe, allowing that stuff to manifest, because all the moon does is take this little sun that the scarab beetle here has, and reflects that and makes it bigger here, that brings this energy of success with the Six of Disc being here. Because I like that this card would pop up here, and I like this that you got the moon with all this kind of lunar energy here, because you got the moon in Cancer. The Four of Cups with the moon is at home in Cancer, is dignified there, and then you have the Six of Pentacles, the moon in Taurus, which is exalted in Taurus. So I feel that even with this, how the energies are kind of lining up there, Aries, if you go to, because the moon could be kind of journeying into the unknown as well, going outside and being this brave, seeing what's on the other side of things, it can really bring about this really dope type of energy here. And we're getting ready to have that full moon in Cancer, which technically, well, even depending on where your placements are at, like it could form a square with your sign, but it is happening in an energy that normally does have a little conflict with you there, Aries, with Cancerian energy, but at least when a planet's there. But a very interesting energy there, Aries. Yeah, I like that. I think I'm gonna move on from that. But I do feel too that you can be inspiring inspiring yourself. This inspires others as well there. So, but let's get to your next card there, Fire Fairy. See what else is going on here. Ooh. Look at all this heat, Aries. I'm with it. You're kind of bringing it here, because you have the king here, Aries. If that's not Emperor energy all day. And this king is about man, authority, male sexual energy, things pertaining to the law and justice. And even when you think about just because this king this king of wands, this king reminds me, when you're talking about that male sexual energy, of the Ace of Wands, which can be kind of a phallic card, but it is that sense of that creativity. I feel that it's allowing yourself this. For some, I'm feeling this energy of not letting a certain situation, or making excuses to surrender your creative expression in a sense. Not letting something restrict that in a sense, because I'm almost kind of getting an oppressive type of energy. Someone trying to restrict you creatively or something along those lines there, Aries. But I even feel too here, when I was talking about things pertaining to the law, justice, because that does give very justice energy too. That even with this optimism, that there, I feel like that if we are maybe kind of going through sort of legal things, it's just like there's this energy that things could potentially get better, but we may need to find some sort of creative action. Not that we're doing anything shady there, Aries, but finding even just like a more kind of creative way of getting into or figuring out something here, Aries. But and that's interesting too that this king is giving off this. It's almost this, even though he has sort of these this this masculine energy. The third card here, the three, and actually when you use this fairy card, is three as well, but that's giving Empress energy. The more the divine feminine type of energy here. And even when you think of the Justice or that sense of balance, Libra energy, there's still, because Libra is even kind of a contradicting energy. When you think about that, even though the scales are ruled by Venus, that feminine energy, there's still a masculine energy in that, being an air sign. It's, and this king is, I feel like, is bringing this sense of balance in some sort of way to their Aries. Like, but let me get let me get some tarot on this. And it feels even too like some like just getting just like control or authority over one's life in a sense. Like if things just been feeling like they've been under some sort of constraints or something along those lines. But even too though, even when I'm thinking about that creative action, just being careful about just some gray things. I feel like when it comes to law, there, Aries. But all right, but let me let's see. Oh, that's what's up. Interesting. So, and that's so. You have here, Aries. Got a lot of lunar energy here because you got another lunar card, the Moon in Libra, Two of Pentacles here, or Two of Disc. Then you have the Seven of Disc, the Seven of Wands, the Lust card, Leo, and then the Adjustment card, Libra. And so I do feel, Aries, and this is only for some, I do feel like there is some that we may find ourselves in a situation where we need to make a decision about something that is, again, it's like there's this ambiguity as far as like this, where the morals kind of lie, yeah, in a sense. And so I just feel like we want to be careful about that, just about, because again, the justice or the adjustment card can be a card of dealing pertaining to the law as well. So just be mindful of the decisions that we're making and not getting in this sort of like impulsive, sort of reckless type of energy I'm feeling with the lust card being here. But also considering that you got Libra and Leo here, two very creative signs. Leo being ruled by the sun, and they're associated with the fifth house, which is the house of creativity. Libra being ruled by Venus, being a sign of beauty, aesthetics, and things. I feel like there is this, again, tapping into that male sexual energy, that sort of raw energy, but in like a creative type of sense, even like channeling. Because I even feel for some that maybe there's been this sort of like almost like hypersexuality in a sense, and I feel like it's finding even a healthy outlet for that. Possibly that might even be something that's going through there, but because I feel if we're not mindful with the things that we're indulging in there, that it can potentially lead to our downfall or lead to these setbacks in a sense. Because just because the seven of disc, this is Saturn and Taurus, which Saturn restricts and things. And when you think about Taurus energies, they can deal with that sort of sensual type of energy, things that make them feel good. It's, I remember listening to something where it's like Scorpio is like the intuitive act of sex, that bond, whereas Taurus is that physical act. So just something I feel like being mindful there. Even with the Seven of Wands, this can be a lot of energy coming your way there, Aries. So just even being mindful of that in a sense. And keep in mind too, Aries, it's not a gender-specific reading. Just because we're talking about this male center, we all have this masculine and feminine energy that we're dealing with. So I just feel being mindful of operating in that sort of just sort of almost like thoughtless manifestation in a sense, and just being aware of where our energies are at when we're in even that sort of our intentions behind that sexual energy as well there, Aries. But all right, Aries, just a little something to think about. I think I'm gonna leave that there, King. I dig that. All right, Aries, now let's get your last card here. Oh, look at you, Aries. I don't know why that made me say that. You got the horse here. And with this card, Aries, this horse is about accepting help from others and delegating authority. And considering too that we were talking about authority with this king, I feel like it is again paying attention to where we're giving our authority to, whether this be to our sexual desires, whether this be to our creative impulses in a sense, whether this be to wherever this is, any sort of bias. There is this kind of like low key kind of devil energy kind of peeking through there because it's the moon energy, can be this sort of sense of illusions and things. We're getting into that kind of escapist energy when we're talking about Pisces being the moon as well, and just seeing how even again Virgo checking in with what we're doing on a routine basis here and just kind of doing some reflecting in a sense. And this might be for somewhere maybe we do need a sense of help where we may find ourselves like just needing to maybe talk about these sort of things. Maybe we're giving our authority away to someone, maybe someone else, like because I was thinking like with the horse, horses aren't just going to let anyone ride them in a sense. There's a trust that needs to come with that, and animals are just very intuitive, and there's this discernment here that's coming through with this horse card, especially since we were talking about the seven of wands as well, which again can be this energies of people not necessarily coming at you, but maybe trying to manipulate your energies in a certain type of way there. Or and I even feel too, just when we kind of tie that creative action and with that accepting help from another, this could be maybe we were wanting to take up even like a course of study possibly, or even joining some type of group. Maybe you want to do paint and joining a painting group, or maybe taking a class, or maybe you want to learn how to work with animals, or doing some sort of like equestrian work or whatever it may look like there for you, Aries. But I do feel like it's something to definitely kind of feel more kind of upbeat, optimistic about. But let's get your last little tarot cards here and see what's going on with this energy. Very interesting, Aries. Thank you. All right. So you have the Six of Cups, the Eight of Cups, the Ten of Cups. That's dope. The Two of Disc and the Prince of Swords here. And the princes in this deck are knights. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it there. The princes in this deck are knights because this deck is kind of funny. And let's switch back over, because I feel with this that's interesting that you got this pleasure card here, Aries. Well, at least that's what this card pertains to when we're talking about the Six of Cups, because I feel that there's something here that maybe something that may have brought you pleasure in the past may not be filling your cups like you like to. I feel this Eight of Cups here is like this things are slowing down a little bit. There's a stagnation. The Eight of Cups in this deck is a card of indolence. And it's just like, see how the cards here just like there's no more water here, and I feel like we're outgrowing something in a sense. We've reached this point of satiety of of with the Ten of Cups, and I feel like too, the Ten of Cups can be this sense of fulfillment, this sense of just getting what you need. And it's just like asking yourself, is something really doing it for you like you think? And if it's not, what do we need to do to change to get our energies back into balance here, to regain our sense of authority, so that we're not kind of like this Prince of Swords here, kind of moved all over the place, because the Prince of Swords, the princes are air elements in this deck, and the swords are air, so he's just kind of going with the wind. And I feel even for some too, there's this need, if we've just been kind of under some sort of control here, maybe there's this masculine energy, or someone operating in their masculine that's been kind of just giving this control in a sense. It's this needing, like for some, it's like this getting this sense of freedom with this air energy that the Prince of Swords is in. But I'm even getting to a focus with this Prince of Swords as to getting out of whatever this is and finding, I feel like, this creative actions and these creative expressions to kind of sub in whatever this may be, this past energy may have, that we may have been operating in. And I even feel too with this Six of Cups here, there's for some, there's even this, I feel we can even get a lot of joy, maybe even in like sharing in these creative endeavors, and sharing, like, I don't know, like how this has helped you, keeps you uplifted, like even like a sharing, maybe for some of your story. This doesn't have to be necessarily in like a public platform, but just with some others there, Aries, how you got your strength back with that lust card, and you kind of even like kind of found this lust for life again there, Aries. So alright, I think I'm going to leave that there, though. That was a nice little reading there. You got a lot of growth there, again, with your ruler being in Sagittarius for this next little under a month now there. So I like this, Aries. I'm going to leave that there. There's your horse half now. Never mind. But if that resonated with you, Aries, or if you like that, give it a thumbs up there. And that is kind of fascinating too, how you got this king here, you got this horse, considering that Sagittarius is the centaur, but little me taking a creative action there, Aries. But share this if you know someone who's maybe, I don't know, kind of lost in some sort of energy here, maybe in these sort of distractions here, and just needing to find like a hobby, even, or something along those lines. Or if we've just been giving our authority away over to someone or something. Something like that, Aries. And then subscribe there, King. Hit that bell button to get notified on all these videos each week. And then last little bit, if you have any Cancer in your placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, come on over to the Chariot and Friends. Venus? No, not Venus. Come on over to the Chariot and Friends. I do videos Monday through Friday there. We discuss lunar shenanigans, and it's a good old time. And all that housekeeping is down in the description box below. But let me get your surprise cards here. Ooh, so I can get you out of here, Aries. Because here's your ruler, Mars. Mars and Sagittarius, this horse. But listen, Aries, I do feel with this tower here that something does need to change in a sense. And I'm really getting that when we're talking about with that Seven of Wands, protecting that creative energy that you have, because you got Mars here and you got Leo. The lust card in the Seven of Wands is Mars and Leo. So I feel like there's an importance with that, being aware of boundaries in a sense, not letting someone bully you or whatever that, or maybe even being in a bullying energy there, Aries. Yours is a sign that can be on a lower vibration, can be potentially aggressive. So that is something to think about as well, something to get eyes on. With this, look at this Eye of Shiva here in the sky. But I do feel that there's something here where we do need to take action on something here, some sort of creative action, Aries, where, something to help you grow and expand. And again, this might be something where this accepting help from another. We might be in a place where something may have a hold on us that it is what it is, like it's okay to admit when we do need help, when we notice that, like, because the tower's giving me like this foundation might be kind of crumbling for some, and it's like, we're trying to do everything ourselves. But again, you don't need to be just in that king, that emperor energy all the time. It's okay to be receptive as well, and just but just a little something to think about there, Aries. But let me get your other oracle card here so I can get you out. Because I'm even feeling for some, just like maybe they had this masculine energy that may have told us that, you had to just, kind of grit and bear it and all this stuff. But it's fine, Aries, because I do like this. because you got the financial security card here. And I feel that, I mean, maybe for some, and just because you're in Sagittarius energy, you may be willing to gamble on some things. Sagittarius energy is one that they leap in being Jupiter ruled in that lucky type of energy. They just, I feel we want to be careful about pushing our luck in a sense, being grateful for the abundance and luck that is around us. But I feel like when we abuse that energy, that there's that sense of justice that does come back. The universe always balances out there, Aries. So I just feel like, and again, not that I feel like your financial security is in danger, but if we're in some sort of rocky energy there, and I feel too, for some, just like paying attention to who we give our energies to, as far as that's even interesting too. Just like maybe the rights that we give ourselves, as far as like maybe we have like joint bank accounts and things, or someone handles our finances. But I even feel with this too, though, Aries, just when we're talking about that creative energy, that kind of, you got a lot of builder energy here. I feel with this fire fairy, this king, and I feel like you can maybe even change the directions of things where you can get this sense of financial security. Even because when you think about the ruler of the energy that Mars is in, it's Jupiter, and Jupiter's in Taurus, which is one thing Taurus deals with is that security in a sense. So you might be something where you can be in a very secure, um, getting that Ten of Pentacles in a sense there. So, but I think I'm gonna leave that there, Aries. Just a little something to think about. So, I like this, but you stay safe out there, Aries, with this energy here and this creative action and giving away authorities. Just be mindful of that, and you raise your vibration through the roof. Because I feel like, I mean, honestly, you ended on financial security. There may be some changes that might be happening with this tower here, but I feel like ultimately it is getting to the sense of, even if it's not just financial security, whatever energies that we can do to just like get the sense of the stronger self-esteem in a sense. They're feeling in a more confident energy that you are, and I will catch you, Aries, on the next one. Later.